Oh, come on. The thing that we did, it's not, my light's not even on. My camera is already going blurry.
Why does it look
Ah!
like it looks a lot brighter out there right now? Is that just me or?
Oh, it's because I forgot to close the blinds
Oh, okay.
and it's still daytime because the daylight savings jump forward forever.
Yeah.
So,
Then this
welcome.
natural light looks good on you though. Sorry.
Hey, all light looks good. I mean, what are you talking about?
You are my bad.
Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here, youtube.com/, take a breath and listen to the audio version of the podcast wherever you do audio podcasts and social media with us at TABPOD, TikTok. Judy, what's your Twitter so that people can talk to you?
My Twitter is at Juday, JUDAYYY.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty entertaining to see, to say the least.
I feel like I don't tweet as much as I used to,
Oh,
but I
no.
try to keep it more, I try to keep it a little entertaining here and there when I can.
I mean, like, come on. Like there was like a 2 to 3 year stretch where no one could tweet as much as you used to. Like it was fire all the time.
Man, I feel like I didn't do anything at work type thing. Like, wow, I have so much free time on my hands.
Meanwhile, your boss is like, "How come this bitch never has her work done?"
I actually always had my work done. It
Yeah,
was
I
just
know,
done
but
fast.
you worked at a college. It wasn't that hard. Come on.
You're right.
Um, Dang it. What are we talking about right now? Literally, what do I just had it and I lost it.
We were talking about the Twitters, and you asked me for my Twitter handle.
Oh yeah. Thank you. There. So you put out a tweet either late last week or early this week. Like you got a stalker or something going on. What the hell?
Yes, and you could like comment so many things on my Instagram. And my husband's like, "Who is that?" I go, "I don't know. Look at him. It's some weird anime pictured guy." And he like messages. He can't message me because I have like the settings off. Like if I don't follow you, you can't message me type thing. But I have already reported him as spam, and yet somehow he still is like flowing through these like cracks.
Because he's not spam. He's real. Okay.
He's
Like
a real person.
they DM him and he's like, "Oh no, I'm not spam. I'm just a big fan."
Like I think he was commenting on my photos yesterday, saying like, "Please give me a chance." And I go, "Keith, look at this man."
You posted that the screen grab video
Yeah.
of you just scrolling through stuff. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw it, I didn't see how long it was. So I was like, all right, she's just being a little dramatic. Like this guy's just trying to be nice or whatever. And then you like fucking Mary Poppins bag. It just kept going and going. And like you scrolled like 7 or 8 times through that.
Man,
Oh,
I don't know how far back this guy went, but years. He went through years of my Instagram, and
oh
he's still
man.
there. I haven't blocked him. I don't.
What?
I know the thing is, I already reported him, and it already it disappears on my end.
So you can't see the guy?
No, I can't see him,
Okay.
but he
All
sees
right.
me.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know,
It's so
but
weird that we're having a conversation related to technology at all after this week or last week, I guess. Because like right before we get on, you are just like you're just hitting buttons trying to figure out how to hear stuff. I don't know what's going on.
eventually we get there.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying. And then me calling you earlier in the week because I couldn't find the video to do the edits. And you're just like, bro, it's in the folder. I'm like, what
There's
folder?
multiple folders.
What do you mean folder? I don't use a folder. It's just there. It just shows up. Oh, I was so annoyed with myself when I realized where the videos were. Because literally, for me, I don't know if it's the same on your end, but when I click into things that are shared with me, it shows me like the last 5 things, right? But because there are multiple things in that folder, including audio files, it only has, for that list, it only shows like the previous 5 things or whatever.
Oh, so okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So I click on the 2 videos and I'm like, bro, why is one of these videos only 1 second? This is not a whole podcast.
And then like, where the hell are the recording?
So I'm like, wait, I literally, because I was like, nah, she couldn't have sent me just a 1 second video and that's it. So I downloaded that video like 3 more times just to make sure. I was like, I'm not sure. I don't want to, before I text her, I want to, nope, it's 1 second still. Fuck. All right, we're calling. Yeah. And then you're just like, there's 2 different folders. I'm like,
and then you're like, what folder?
what do you mean? See, people think I'm just making this up for the caricature. No, that's me. And then I realized, I like look and there was a different folder that said shared with me, I think. And in there were the folders. And oh my God, everything that I needed is right there. So luckily I shouldn't need to be calling you for that.
It's okay. But it was also like we were already like getting ready for bed because it was like 9:30, almost 10 our time when you called. And I was like, Ryan's calling. Maybe something's wrong. Like I was like,
maybe. I was like, oh no, I was calling you just to gossip about the end of Riverdale. Oh
man.
No, anytime I call you, it's an emergency. Okay.
Yes.
Which is kind of sad considering the fact you live in like 4 states away. Like you're going to be able to do anything in a real emergency.
Right.
I can call someone else if you need.
My old roommate still has me down as one of her emergency contacts on her house alarm. So I recently got a text saying like, hey, just FYI. Didn't. No, it's just the text said, hey, FYI, you're still added as an one of the emergency contacts for this house. I'm like, okay. But then I texted my friend, I go, girl, you know something happens to you like out there, I can't be able to assist you. What?
No, it's all good, girl. I just need to fill in the space. We good.
Well, I could call your mom.
Well, you know what it really is, though? You know what it really is? And this is just how I would probably be in the situation. I assume that everyone does the exact same thing as me. So your friend probably does the same thing. The security company calls. We don't know that number. We're not answering that fucking number. You talk to somebody else who will answer that number, and they can let us know someone broke into our house. Is that it?
Probably. They don't come up as spam risk. That's all I know. You know how sometimes all these new spams come up as like spam risk? They don't.
Right. Yes. If they get put on the basically the telemarketer pedophilia list. I mean, I'm not. It's the same thing. Like it's the list they don't want to be on.
You're right. Yeah.
You know. Watch now. I get put on a list because I said that.
Let me just put you on a do not call. This number, please put them on the do not call.
All right. So, real quick, I know that there's some things that you would like to talk about. I know that we have to review where you're at in, I almost said it, Judy's clueless NBA picks.
Yes.
But, you know what? There is. All right. I have a story about work.
Yes, I love. Right? We got to come up with a title.
Like Ryan's wacky work stories. Oh God. There.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get that one out. Excuse me. I want to tell you this story, but there's something I really want to talk to you about first.
Okay.
I finally watched Beef.
Like the whole thing or
The first episode.
okay.
Okay.
Yes.
To be fair to me, if you don't know, each episode is like 45 minutes long.
Yep.
So I wasn't at a place where I was like, I could power through 3 or 4 of these. So I just watched the first one. I want to make sure I saw it. And I know that I have the rule about the 3 episodes.
Right.
So I will continue to watch it. That show is so not what I thought it was going to be.
Right.
Right. And I understand that that's based on my own preconceptions about who Amy Wong is as a comedian and everything like that. Ali Wong? Oh, I knew I was going to screw that up. I've been so nervous about screwing it up. And then bam, right out the gate. Strikeout. There you go.
Okay.
Right. The lady comedian, just knowing who she is. But honestly, I knew it wasn't. I'm so happy that I started paying attention to details and like credits and stuff before movies or shows or whatever. Because before I just be like, oh, okay, yeah, name, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there is a specific production company that makes very like neo avant-garde type stuff. And they all have, it's almost like every kind of movie that they do that I've seen, and I have not seen many of them because they are very artistic and I just like dick jokes, man. But when you watch something, and this is what I liked about Beef, because there were some things I liked about it. When you watch something that they do, it's almost like a waltz where it has kind of a rhythm to it, and certain parts speed up and other parts slow down, but it all works together, right? But there's some, and I say waltz instead of just dance or anything, because there is something of a classic etiquette to it, right? Because like I said, it's an avant-garde art type of just, there's a lot of people in rooms of editing bays just being like, yes, but how can we make them think more? Right?
Yeah.
And that's the very long way to say A24, right? The production company.
Yes.
So they're the production company behind Beef. So as soon as I saw that it said A24, I was like, oh, this is not what I thought. It's not.
And I mean, you only got to the first episode. It gets wilder.
Dude, that first episode.
It takes turns that you wouldn't even like, wait, what?
Like, I mean, yeah, no, it seems very entertaining. Like I said, I wasn't prepared. You gotta be, and I'm so glad that I did this. You gotta be in a very specific mood before you watch it. I took so much medicine before I watched that show. Thank God. Especially the scene where there's 2 scenes that stuck out to me. And obviously these are supposed to be the main ones, right?
Okay.
But the 2 scenes that snuck out to me, one where Steven Yeun, apologies, is in his room with all the hibachis.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing for me that kills me about it is like there's something inside of him that not only needs to try and end it that way, but also he needs to know that he's doing it correctly. So he has the carbon monoxide monitors, like in real life.
Really thought of that.
In real life, you're just like, all right, I'm gonna light these up and we're gonna see what happens. With him, he's like, no, I need to hear that beat, baby. So that that
Oh
one,
man, good.
that one was just interesting, right? But I mean, so was the entire show, to be honest. But the second one, and I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know if I liked it or if I was like scared by it or I don't know. It's like, how do I feel about this scene? Made me feel like I was a young teenage girl getting hit on by the star quarterback. Like I'm like, but I'm nerdy, so I'm not really hanging out with those jock types, right? So I'm just like, I don't know if I should be here right now, but I like this, right?
Okay.
This the sex scene with the gun. And that's really the only way to describe it is a full-on sex scene
Yeah.
with a gun.
Yep.
Oh, oh man.
Right? I'm like, do I need to take a shower after I just watched this?
I
scene?
did
What?
like I was watching it and Alex was in the bathroom and I'm like, I don't know if we can do this out here. Okay? Like no.
No.
No. um but yeah, no, the show was really good. I didn't realize Ali Wong, right?
Mhm.
Thank you. I didn't realize she was as good of an actress as she is.
Yes,
Really, really good.
she's good, and I mean, she's funny, but she doesn't come off as like she's trying too hard to act.
Well,
I don't
not
know.
even
That makes
not
sense.
even that. To me, her face is just capable of showing so much expression as to what
Yeah.
she's trying to say without her needing to say anything.
Mhm.
Like, especially in a show like this where there is a lot of talking about, it's obvious that it's talking a lot about mental health and we're going to explore that kind of stuff. But especially when you're seeing like how she has to kind of turn it on and off, right?
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff. Just kudos.
Love it.
Kudos.
I love it. And
Ah.
I forgot to mention, so maybe a month or so ago, there's another show that we stumbled upon, and it's
Oh,
on,
real quick before you
yeah,
terrible description of a show by you though. Fucking not Crazy Rich Asians.
but dark. I don't know.
No. No. No.
What do you mean? She's rich, and it's just a lot of like parallel. I don't know. I don't have to tell you.
Oh, she's rich and there's parallels like they're Asian. So it's got to be the same.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to
You
tell
know
you.
what? There's a TikTok that I had cut and I make you look really bad in it. And I was thinking that I wasn't going to put it out. After this, I'm definitely putting it out.
Was it just
Definitely.
saved in the draft? Like, you know
No.
what? It's just gonna stay here.
No, it's no, I just cut them
Okay.
and they just they all exported, but we always have like because I cut way too much stuff, so we always have like 20, 25 clips or whatever. And so I was like, I don't know, maybe this one gets put in the do not use bin. Not anymore. Now we putting that one out. We might have to take it back down at some point, but we put it out. But yeah, so I watched Beef. I
No.
liked it. I liked it
Good.
a
Good.
lot. And it was not what I thought it was going to be, especially based on the description you gave it. But
I'm not good
Yeah.
at describing things, I guess. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So work.
Yes.
Something
Yeah.
very interesting happened at work yesterday.
Okay.
So first, a little background story. I work in a regular office, right? And
Right.
there's a boss who is the owner of it. His name will not be said. And then she says that they co-own it. He says that he owns it, but he has a wife, right? Now, I'm in insurance, so he has a insurance office, and recently he opened that up to 2 offices. and his wife has been working out of the other office. So this week comes around, and I guess he had some sort of corporate retreat or meeting or whatever that he flew off to. Monday's a normal-ish day, come in on Tuesday, trying to get through it. And then a little after 11-ish, the missus comes in, and she didn't look upset, but did look like she was on a mission. And then about 10 minutes later, another lady came in, right? And I mean that in just a normal way. Like, she had on what you would see a mom wearing inside of an Old Navy in the middle of the summer. She had those not short shorts, but like kind of booty shorts on. She had a crop top that had spaghetti strings on it. Like, she probably had some Birkenstocks on. I don't know. I was just very confused by the whole thing. So apparently the two of them went into his office and talked, and then called in one of our coworkers into the office. And then I didn't realize that part, because I was just like, okay, I don't know, whatever. I'm just gonna work. I don't care. Right?
Yeah,
I put my head down.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I hear the missus talking to the coworker and saying, no, this is my property. You can leave. And I'm like, hold on. What's going on? Because this coworker has been with the company the longest out of anyone. Like, other than the person who is my direct supervisor, she's been with them for like 5-6 years, right? And so she's walking over to her desk, and the missus is like, no, this is X company's property. This is not yours. We will send it to you. And she's getting progressively louder. And the coworker is maybe raising her voice a bit, but not really anything that's like, I'm gonna come at you type stuff, right?
Right.
And then this keeps going and going and going until the missus goes, can someone please call 911? Please call 911. She is trespassing.
Ooh, girl, right? What? Now your ears are definitely peaked up.
No, I'm full on watching. I got my legs crossed. My hand is on my chin. If I had popcorn, I had my almonds. I'm like, what's up? What's going on?
Right. Yeah.
So then the girl who was just in plain clothes, we'll call her plain clothes Jane.
Okay.
Grabs the coworker's bag, like her purse and stuff, and takes it outside and puts it on her car, the coworker's car.
Oh.
Right. And so finally everything, like, the coworker leaves, the missus is walking around saying sorry to everybody. And the whole time, most of us are just like, the fuck just happened?
Right.
What's going on? Turns out, and this is, I pray that that there is way more to it than just this. Turns out the coworker was writing love letters to the boss.
Oh.
Like, I don't know the extent of these love letters.
Right.
But suffice to say, the missus thinks that the boss is cheating on her with the coworker.
Okay.
But the coworker is like 70. Like, I understand why. No, I don't understand, but it's understandable to see why someone might cheat. But you would at least cheat upward, or at least horizontal, right?
You would think,
I
but okay. So who's the other lady?
guess it's just her friend.
Is she just there to show up for like support, or
Man, like don't get it twisted. I know that I'm saying this in a very funny light because this shit happened. Like I'm just trying to
right? And it just happened yesterday. So.
Yeah, but that was the most unprofessional shit on the company side that I've ever seen. It was we have not one but two managers in that office. Neither of them were told what was going to happen. Neither of them were said, "Hey, we're going to do this and we're going to need you here in case she does anything."
Right.
You just had some lady that you hang out with when you get fucking pedicures coming in. Right. And then also,
yeah.
And I understand this from her perspective, the Mrs. perspective, but for someone to get fired over a love letter before any wrongdoing, we just talked about this last week with Jonathan Majors, right? And the meaning behind what I mean behind that is that the boss was out of town.
Right.
A couple people texted him. He did not talk to anyone until today. According to him, he doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh.
Right? So let's just say the coworker had a crush and she wrote him some stuff, right?
Right.
She essentially, because she ain't come back. Like, you won't come back from something like that. She essentially got fired over having a crush, right? And my issue with that, on top of the egregious way that she was fired, is that how am I supposed to know that someday I'm not going to do something that offended somebody and now I'm fired?
Exactly.
You know? Like, so, yeah, that was my week. And then, I don't know, I'm going to ask your opinion on this.
Okay.
Because these two people that I'm going to talk about real quick are younger. But after everything happened yesterday, not one but two people decided to go home because of everything that happened. No, all right, I understand. But then they also didn't come back to work today.
And they're not one of the ladies who got fired.
Right.
They had like nothing to do with the situation altogether.
Other than that, they were there.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. To me, it's just like, I get it. Nobody wants to be around that kind of environment. It brings up bad stuff if you're around what feels violent or whatever.
Right.
But you got to suck it up. It's like, and I also understand mental health days.
Yeah.
Right. But at some point, you also got to be like, you know, if you're going to work, then you got to be at work.
Right.
But maybe that's me. Like I said, that's why I wanted to hear from you. Because,
I mean, look, I know in our previous episodes, I talked about how one time, all these people in like our communications department were getting laid off, essentially let go on the same day. And yeah, there were tears, but none of my coworkers missed the next day because of the situation that's happened. Like, it's part of the corporate world. It happens. But in this scenario, though, I don't know. It could have, the way you explain it, it doesn't sound like it was as bad as, it might have been to other people and, who were actually there and like heard all the yelling or something. I don't know. But I wouldn't think it would affect me to not come to work. It was just like, it sounds like an excuse, like, I'm not going to go to work today because that lady's there and, she might fire us too, just for like staring at her man or something like that.
Oh, man. Yeah. So I'm glad that you said that because, yeah, I was at work today and I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like that is a weak ass reason not to come into work.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And they were also, maybe it's because they were closer with that coworker.
Maybe. But if you say she's like 70, was she close to like retirement or something? Because that's kind of
there's so much
up.
that goes into it. This lady almost died because of COVID. Okay, so like she was already thinking about retirement pre-COVID, and then I think it was the boss that got her sick with COVID too. So not only did he almost kill her, then he fired her secondhand.
Oh damn! Oh my god!
Yeah, so it's god. And
is your boss older?
He's like he would be between me and my mom's age, right? So he's in his late. I think he's in his mid 50s is where I think he is, right?
Okay.
And I don't know.
Okay, like I know you said it was a love letter, but were there more letters, or you don't know?
I don't know. I gave you all of the information I have because, like I said, one, the Mrs. I'm trying to remember all the code names. The Mrs. works out of the other office, so when she did come back to work today, she went to the other office. So. And I'm also not that one who wants to ask about this.
No, of course. You're like, it is what it is. Okay.
And from my other side, the boss said, I don't know what's going on, right? Like said he didn't see text messages the day before, nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. It could be something very substantial. And even if it is, like, I'm not saying that because at the end of the day, the wife is allowed to, if she is considering herself and by proxy, he considers her a co-owner, then they are allowed to do whatever they want to do with their staff, right?
Right.
My issue is the way she was fired.
Yeah, not in front of everybody type thing. Like,
well, even if you're going to, because I'm not going to pretend that there's not a world where you can do everything perfectly and that employee still doesn't make a scene, right?
Yeah.
My point is, no management was brought in on this, especially when she doesn't work in that office normally. And then B, to have someone plainclothes Jane coming in as backup.
Yeah, that's that whole part also is just very weird. It's not
what anytime
it's not a good look.
My boss has a very large black man for a friend that comes in like once every 2 to 3 weeks, so they go to lunch. If they come in now, am I supposed to worry like, oh shit, I'm getting fired? You gonna take my bags and throw it out?
Right.
So
I don't know. You'll need to keep us updated to see what happens, because I feel like there'll be more to this. And if she got fired for like, what am I trying to say?
For like, do you like me? XO, yes or no? Check one, please. She got fired for passing notes in class, man.
Like, man, I hope. And then, like, if it was like wrongful termination, okay, could also happen and play in this. I don't know how it's gonna turn out for anybody.
The issue, though, in Nevada specifically, is we are a right to work state, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way that works is you basically have to prove harassment in some way, which maybe with this she'd be able to, right? But you basically have to prove harassment in some form in order to get a wrongful termination. Just so in the favor of the employer. So
yeah, unfortunately.
So real quick, because we got to take a break. On the other side, we will talk about Judy's clueless NBA picks.
Yes.
I wanted to say before we go, I want to say thank you for putting on makeup today. And that's not me taking a shot. Look at your eyes. Look at you. Calm down. It's not me taking a shot. It's because I was looking at the clips from a couple weeks ago, and you had the girls on display.
Yes.
Right? You had them on display. And I really do think that the TikTok algorithm, I think it likes your ladies. Okay. I think so. So let's keep it I appreciate that you're keeping it a nice package for the algorithm. You know.
Yes. Yes, I saw one of our TikToks got like 20 likes. I was like, look at us go.
Yeah. Honestly, it's so funny. I'll come home and Alex will be like, "Oh my god, it blew up. Look at how many views you have." And I'm like, "Yeah, but how many of those are from you just like leaving it and then putting your phone on the side and being like, I forgot I'm doing something."
At one
So,
point, you hadn't posted any new TikToks, so I would continuously keep going like, TAB pod, where's the you? Like, it's still the same video. Okay.
look, man, I needed a couple days off from things, so but we back. All right, coming back on the other side, we will see what's going on in the NBA. And oh, I gotta ask you about a slang term from Houston. That and more coming up next on A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Welcome back to A Conversation with Judy and Ryan right here, youtube.com/take a breath, TikTok and Twitter at TABPOD or ITSGUDAYYY. No? Did I
What
mess
did you
your name
just
up?
spell?
It's Judy.
I was like,
not
I? Did you just say I? T-S?
ITS. It's
No, it's just at Jude. Not it's Jude.
Oh, excuse me. How could I besmirch your good Twitter name?
How dare you? I've had the same Twitter name since 2009. Okay.
All right, I apologize. I don't do the Twitter. Oh, real quick.
Yes.
I gotta ask you before we get into your picks.
Yes.
Twitter. You have to pay for the little blue check mark now. How do you feel about that?
I don't care.
So
but what's funny is all these athletes lost their little check mark. And so I go, who the hell are these people? Why are they so famous? And then until I looked at like their little handle, I was like, oh, that's Trayvon Diggs. Like I forgot. He doesn't have the little check mark.
Why is my favorite player on here? Why is he tweeting
who
right
am I
now?
following right
now? So I'm of two minds on that, right? Because one, it's just kind of dumb. Like it is dumb that no, it's not dumb. I should say that it's just a product of what our society has become, right? Where everything is just a subscription that you're getting, right? Everything. They're just trying to front load the monetization of the platform. That's
right.
The thing that's so funny to me is how everyone is on their high horse about, oh, I would never pay to get a blue check mark. No,
yeah.
Okay. Everyone wanted one when it was a status symbol, right?
Right.
When it was, oh, I'm cool because I have a blue check mark. Someone at Twitter said, I approve of you. But now it's like, oh, anyone can do it. I'm not going to do it. It's just, it's so just like, look at, like, I want you to notice me for noticing me.
Right.
You have no idea what I meant by that.
No, I had no idea. I'm like, okay, I can notice you for noticing.
My point is people who complain about having to pay for a check mark. It's just like, you didn't care when they gave it to you. You wanted it so badly. You wanted people to know that it was you officially so badly, right?
Right, yes.
And now that you have to pay for it, you want people to notice you, but just because you're complaining about people noticing you.
Yeah, it's a little annoying. But so the blue check marks are gone or you pay for it, but then there's still like the gold check mark.
There's gold check. When the fuck? What the fuck?
Yes. So if you look, like ESPN has like a gold check mark.
So like
networks maybe,
or corporate promoted ones.
Yeah.
If it's a commercial,
sports teams I think have gold check mark.
We have to do research and get in. Judy, that's your assignment for next week. Find out what's up with the gold check marks, please. Okay.
Yes. Okay. I got it.
Okay. All right. Let me hold on.
my picks because I know things have happened in the last few days. So
I do wet the pipes for this. Oh, by the way, I talked to my mom and I was like, "Yeah, what do you think? Do you think it should be like Judy's Clueless NBA picks or Clueless Judy's NBA picks?" And she was like, "No, this." As soon as I heard you say it, I realized how much of a fucking idiot you are. Obviously, it's Judy's Clueless NBA picks. I can't believe something as dumb as you came out of me. She didn't say all that, but that was how I felt in
how
that
you
moment.
interpreted what
Yeah, it was like an A24 film in my mind. All right, so
okay.
in no particular order. This is just the order that I remembered them in. The Lakers Memphis series, you chose against the Lakers.
I did.
Currently, the Lakers are up 3-2 in that series. How do you feel?
Weren't they down 3-0 or I don't know what.
No, everyone was hoping that they would win game 5, essentially. Mm-hmm. They've lost 2 in a row. The momentum's kind of swinging towards Memphis. Okay. But the Lakers have been in control of the series pretty much the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay, and the next one, it was Milwaukee versus Miami.
And
you went with the Bucks.
Yeah.
And they got bounced in 5.
Yeah, I did see that. I'm like, wow, good for Miami. But then I remember I said, oh, let's go Miami. You're like, no, you picked the Bucks.
Oh, yeah, you cursed Milwaukee. Oh, my God. Oh, your true pick comes through. Wow. Okay. Okay. Next up, Boston against Atlanta. And Boston is currently up 3-2.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe you picked Boston.
I picked the Celtics.
Oh, this is my favorite. Philadelphia versus who were they playing? I mean, the series was so short. The series was so short. I can't even remember what team they were playing. Because the Philadelphia 76ers got their brooms out and swept the Nets. So happy. All that research that you did, Judy, to give me that pick of Brooklyn Nets, I'm so happy you're wrong. Oh, okay. Here's a good one for you, though.
Yeah.
Mr. Kendall Jenner's ex helped take the Suns, beating a Clippers team that was down its top 2 players, beating them in 5.
Yeah.
That's good. Mr. Kendall Jenner's ex and Kevin Durant.
KD. So State Farm. Okay.
All the things. I like how you just call Chris Paul State Farm. That's all you call it.
You know what I'm talking about.
He's like KD, State Farm. Is that what you're gonna do during football season too? Anytime the Jets are on, you're gonna be like, "Hey, look at State Farm on the TV."
God damn, yeah, yes.
Oh, there's another one for you. Actually, honestly, the rest of your picks, kudos. The Warriors are up 3-2 against the Kings. It looks all the odds are pointing the Warriors' way at this point. So good job on that. Bae Thompson coming in clutch for you.
Yeah, Bae.
Oh, she's a married woman, guys. Calm down. The Knicks beat the Cavaliers in 5. That was big. Honestly,
I saw that.
No, all the shit talking aside, as far as a pick for you, like kudos, because that was one of the harder ones to pick, and you nailed it, right? And then finally, Denver took out the Timberwolves in 5.
Damn.
Which you picked Denver. So, let's see. So right now you are 5-3 on your picks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. Over 500. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait till the next round.
the next round when I have a guaranteed loss with the Brooklyn Nets. And I might have another guaranteed loss with the LA Lakers.
You never know, okay?
You never know. The Milwaukee Bucks might get back into it.
I don't know. The Lakers, I don't know.
Wow. Wow.
I hope it goes to game 7.
Your hatred of King Jams is so disrespectful.
I hope it goes to game 7. That'd be great.
Wow. I don't appreciate you. I hope you guys draft a kicker. By the way, we are recording on the night of night 1 of the NFL 2023 NFL draft, 2023 NFL draft. So I am on the lookout to see what ends up being the Cowboys pick, because I'm really hoping that it's someone that is embarrassing for like a team like how the Lions ended up taking a running back early on. It didn't make sense to me. Where was he? Yeah. Jahmyr Gibbs, running back out of Alabama. You don't need a running back in the top 12. Anyway. Let's see.
Oh, that's great. Good.
Oh, you were telling me that you got some big girl stuff going on.
Yes, my big girl stuff.
Yeah, you got some big girl stuff going on. Tell me about it. Like, what's up? Because honestly, I might have to ask you some questions about it, because we might be in similar situations.
Well, so my husband and I are in the very, very early process of looking to buy a house. But, as first-time home buyers, we don't really know where to start. And I mean, you just get so many information like left and right from like our parents, coworkers, my bosses, like my friends who just bought a house. It's so overwhelming that at a point I just kind of shut down and I don't want to do it anymore. Like, we haven't even started, but it's so overwhelming. And so I started listening to a podcast, and it's 2 realtors down in Austin, and they're millennials, and they too were also first-time homeowner buyers. And so I feel that listening to them go through their process, it's like, okay, I get it, because they're our age, they're in the similar financial situations we are, type thing. But, if I was to listen to someone who was a first-time homeowner buyer back in like the early 80s or the 90s, their situations were different than ours is.
Yeah, houses were affordable.
Right. So it's one of those, like, I'm in this mindset right now, like, okay, after I just completely shut down, I'm back into it, trying to slowly get like all my resources in line, and making sure we get the right lenders, because there's so many different pieces in, like, you can't just go to see a house that you see on Zillow that you wanted, you're like, oh, this house looks great, it's in our price, let's go see it. But there's more to that, right?
So here's my question for you. Like, this is me. You've gotten all the information, so now I'm going to get it from you. Mm-hmm. You shut down so I could go on.
Yeah.
How much of a down payment are you going to need? Are you going to need 20%?
See, it's so many different options. So as your first-time homeowner, or first-time home buyer, I should say, you have different options. You can either put 20% if you have that, good for you.
Right.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's great. Everyone says, 20%. It's always usually like the lender's option is to, 20% upfront. But you really don't need to put that much. You could put as little as like 3% down on your house. You just have to pay, like, I think it's called private mortgage insurance, which could vary monthly based on the cost of the house, your interest rates, things like that. That's the thing, like, there's so many variables into just this whole thing. And one of the podcasts, on the podcast I was listening to, she was saying that you have to look at it as in, do you really want to put the full 20% down and empty out your entire savings? Or would you rather pay a little more every month on your mortgage if you had just put 3% down and still have that good lump sum, in your savings for rainy days type thing?
Okay. Then I mean that all makes sense.
Yeah, and there's so much more to it. Obviously, like
1,000%. Like,
but just know.
I got into it real briefly at the end or at the beginning of last summer.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting ready. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a house. Alex and I are gonna have a dream home. It's gonna be amazing. All these things, and then I got fired. So that went on the back burner. But yeah, no, just because I talked to a couple different. Well, no, I talked to a lender, I guess is the right term, and I filled out the stuff, and then I was just inundated with people being like, "You're pre-approved, approved," and all this stuff. And I was like, "I'm not even doing anything anymore. Stop."
Right, exactly. Like we talked to a lender last year, right? And I think this, so essentially lenders are basically salespeople.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get you to get your loan from them because they get like their commissions based on how much your loan is, whatever. This man told my husband and I that we would be approved theoretically for a $500,000 house. And I told my husband, I go, who does he think he is? Like, who does this man think he is? We're not going to buy a $500,000 house because we know better that even if you get approved for a $500,000 house, doesn't mean you need to get a $500,000 house.
Right.
That's just things like that. Like he was pushing us so hard. He didn't even give us any other options. And I was like, why would we ever want to work with him?
Well, and therein lies another problem that I'm running into as far as it goes. And I haven't done a ton of looking, right? But just based on the market right now, it seems like median homes are 450, 500. And I'm just like, I can't, like you just said, I can't afford that, right? Because especially if you're only doing, a 3% down payment or whatever, your 3% on a $500,000 home is essentially what, let's say 8% or whatever of a $300,000 home. Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah.
But no, it's just you look at you put in everything and it's like, okay, well, all you have to do is pay $3,000 a month. Oh, wait, no, we have to tack on homeowners insurance and now this mortgage protection insurance and a homeowners association cost. And then your taxes are in there too. And next thing you know, you're at like $4,500.
Yes. And that's just your first year, right? You don't know what you might be paying the following year because there's, how was this lady explaining it? There's your mortgage loan provider could have paid, that doesn't make sense, paid less than what you actually owed in property taxes. I don't know how property taxes work in Las Vegas, but out here it's
Okay, so I'll give you that maybe something that taxes changes, but the only other thing that I thought you were going to talk about were interest rates, if it's fixed or if it No,
there's interest rates too. There's fixed, variable, adjustable. What's it called?
Either way.
There's also variables and interest rates.
People didn't come here to watch us try and remember big words, okay, about a topic we barely know anything about.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, very happy for you that it's like a step forward and hopefully it works out for you and we'll see where it goes.
We have some time. The research that I've done right now is how soon should we actually get serious with this? Because we're still in our rental and our lease doesn't end till February of next year.
Right.
So we don't want to be paying rent on this house when we're not here anymore.
Right.
We're trying to have like at least maybe a month overlap, if that, where we would have to pay for, rent
Yeah.
rent here as well. So that's doable. So theoretically it should be about like 90 to 120 days before your lease ends.
Okay, yeah, I had heard it's like I'd heard like 60 to 90. So
yeah, so it's one of those. So we'll see. Hopefully around October-ish, we'll have the process down and I can report back.
yeah, I gotta
how it's going.
I gotta go do my taxes so that I could apply. Yeah, I know I missed the deadline. Whatever. That only matters to people who owe money.
It's true.
Like here's and talk to your H&R Block person or your TurboTax or whatever. Like I am not a CPA. Don't take my advice on this. But if you get money, the government never. It seems like I don't think I've ever been charged any kind of late fee for being like 2 or 3 years behind in my taxes because they have always owed me money. If you owe them money,
they'll get your ass.
Yeah, there are gonna be some penalties, right?
Yeah.
But if they owe you money, it's like, man, we was just waiting for you to hit us up, baby. Shit. We had it on us. We had it all the time.
You already paid it. So.
Yeah, like we was just waiting. Man, you got it. You gotta get that paperwork in, right? Before we can hit you up. So
like you're the dummy who paid too much. That's why you're getting money back.
No, I'm not a dummy who paid too much. I told you about that. I'm not a dummy.
You're not. I'm sorry.
Well, I told you what happened.
No.
You forgot. Oh, this hurts my soul.
Oh no.
Oh no. So the year I got divorced on my taxes and everything. So I got divorced towards the end of a year, right? So like November, December type stuff.
Okay.
But when I filed my taxes, I filed them as a divorced man, even though the entire year I had been with someone.
You were married. Okay.
Right. So on my taxes, I had to claim 1 or 0, even though I was claiming the fact that I had a fucking family. Right.
Right.
So the tax man was like, oh, yeah, you're going to owe some money. How much do you got?
Oh, no.
No, it was like, I don't know. It was like, I think it was like 3 or 4 racks. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing to scoff at, but nothing that I wasn't able to overcome. The government will get you a pay plan. It'll have some shitty interest rates, but they'll get you a pay plan.
Right.
But yeah, since then, regardless of what, because what also hurt me is that we switch off on the years that we get to claim the kid. Like that's just by law. You can't split it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So she had already claimed him that year. So that's why I got double, because I said I said that I had a kid on my taxes all year. And they're like, you don't got a kid. It's like, yeah, I know. You might have fathered a kid, but according to your taxes, you ain't got a kid. No kid.
Right.
And what also sucked about that too is I was trying to be responsible. I had all of these things that I could deduct, like daycare and education,
yes,
and all these things, right?
Right.
And they were like, well, yeah, but you don't have a kid, so you can't deduct these. I was like, I don't have a kid who goes to fucking daycare every goddamn day. He's like, no, you don't. Not according to the U.S. government. Not this year.
Oh, no.
Guess what? He started going to public school the next year. I can't deduct shit now. I always love, there's a look in your face that I really do love when I'm like teetering, right? Because you get this really big smile, like you're concerned, but also it's like a roller coaster. You're concerned, but you're also having the best fucking time of your life. And it's like, I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm here for it for now. For now being a very key part of that statement.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I don't know if the law has changed, but it used to be something like you could file your taxes like 7 years back or whatever, As long as you didn't owe them money, everything was cool.
Okay.
So check the laws.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
And
Did I know that? I don't know.
check the laws.
At some point, I used to, what?
No, go ahead.
No, I would say, for some reason, like a couple years ago, I would owe the IRS like 50 to like 100 some dollars. Like, I'm like, damn it, really? Like, we're never gonna do this whole thing. And now, like this year, we got like $41 back for our refund. So I'm like, all right, we're doing well. That means you're just playing the system right, like try to get as much as you can tax free, get all them like HSAs and get your 401ks in check, guys. So you don't have to like either owe them or you don't overpay them. That's really
I like how you're squeezing in retirement savings advice like right at the very end.
Yeah, of course, because that's going to be our segue.
No, get your money right. Get your money right.
Get your money right. If you have old 401ks, roll it over, y'all. Like, I'm just saying.
Okay, I'll let you segue into your other thing. I was going to bring something up, but I'll let you segue. Go ahead. You already said it.
I am on such a big kick ever since I got my new job last year that I never realized how important like 401ks are or what the hell an HSA is and things like this that, I wish I knew when I was younger so then I could probably plan better for my future, but I didn't. I was like reckless and spent all my money and that was your, early 20s.
I mean, look. You did. Most of us did, right? Like the old adages. The old adage is you're paying off your 20s when you're in your 30s, right?
Yeah, essentially, right.
Here's what I will say to all the parents of our generation, all of them. I don't remember many conversations about IRAs when I was in high school.
Exactly.
You know what I heard about a 401k? Get you a job that gives you one.
Yes, that's another thing.
That shit that's not the world we live in anymore, guys. You should have been letting us know what we need to know.
Right.
What the hell is a life insurance?
Right. Short-term disability, long-term disability. What's the difference? Like you only get paid like 70%?
I know the answer to that one.
Yeah.
Short term is 2 years or less.
Oh. Okay.
Because we sell short term DI in my office. We also sell all the life insurance needs you could ever know. Right here at Bosses and Mrs. Insurance Emporium.
Reach out to Ryan if y'all want some life insurance.
Yeah, y'all need some life. If you're in the Las Vegas area and you need auto, home, life, health, anything, call your boy. I am not dumb enough to dox myself and put my phone number on here.
Yeah,
hit my DMs up.
Yeah, on Twitter, TikTok.
No, but I mean, honestly, it's because the workforce has changed so much in the style of things. And I know that this is not across the board, that there are corporate jobs that you could still attain all these things at, but it used to be you were told just get a job, a good job that pays you well and has good benefits, right? Because that's exactly it. It was the benefits. That was your healthcare. That was your 401k. That was your IRA, your HS, all the A's, right?
All the A's.
And now, because people are able to get dicked over so much, you can have people who work at Fortune 500 companies, the insurance emporium, where you can get away with not giving the workers of the emporium health insurance. Yeah, because it's classified as a small business. At some point, you know what? I just keep bringing that up so one day somebody will get in the comments and just be like, "Shut the fuck up about working at a small business. You chose to work there."
They're like, "I didn't choose this."
But no, I mean, it does seem like the rules of the workforce changed at some point between when we got out of high school and where we are now.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you can go work at a corporate office and make no money,
Mm-hmm.
or you can go work at a local place and make a little more money, but then you don't get any benefits. It's like you're in the same spot
Right.
either way.
Or you get benefits, but you have to pay more for your own benefits.
Well,
Like,
that one, I mean, look, maybe this is the capitalist in me, but I feel like you should pay for what you want, right? And my point
Right.
is, if we're both working at the same place,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, no, I don't want to sign up for healthcare, and you say you want to sign up for healthcare, I shouldn't have to get the same amount of deductions that you get,
It's true. Yeah.
you know.
Right.
But it's still the amount of money we pay is ridiculous. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, it's just that was my whole spiel with like work stuff. But I also really just want to talk because there like today is the Thursday before payday. And
Okay.
I am a very, I don't know if it's just become recently, but I don't know if this would be typically like a type A personality when it comes to this, but when like the day before payday, I always look at my pay stub and see how much I get paid. And I have this Google spreadsheet that I created where it's like a full calendar. It has all my bills, when they're going to come out, things like that, right? So I'll input like my paycheck, and then all the bills automatically deduct from that paycheck, and I can see how much I have left over until like either the next paycheck, or if I have left over for like fun stuff and things like that, right? So it's become like routine for me. I'll take like an hour of my day just doing this spreadsheet the Thursday before payday. But it's very fun to me, and I wanted to know if you are also like neurotic like me and do something like that with your bills, or you just kind of let them all come out your paycheck and hope they get paid.
Wow. Wow. I'm holding back so much rage right now.
Why?
I am holding back so much rage. One, because first of all, well, no, not this is not the rage, but just to piggyback off what you said, good for you. I'm glad you found something that you love. And that sounds like something that Alex probably does. Me, I'm for my bills, I'm an app guy, right? I have all of my apps in a certain place. And then at the end of the month, I just go through and I'm like, okay, I did that app, I did that app, I did that app, I did that app, and I'm done. Now, about the rage. You had the balls to get mad at me for saying you can't be a bad bitch? And you got a fucking Google Doc spreadsheet?
All the bad bitches have Google Doc spreadsheets.
That's a fucking lie. Okay, I guarantee Cardi B has 0 spreadsheets. She pays a guy to have a spreadsheet.
She probably does. You know what? Because she's the baddest, and she can afford to pay someone to have their own spreadsheet. Okay. Us common folk bad bitches have Google spreadsheets that we created. All right.
You're over here yelling at me about a bad bitch, and you're goddamn Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, you've been a little out of focus. Like your life's been like now you're really bright, and then it goes really dark.
Yeah, it's because I get too far away, and then it focuses on something else. I was so perplexed by that I. All right.
I don't know what to tell you. This what bad bitches do.
Yeah. The total. I remember watching Bad Bitch Accountants, the movie. Yeah, it was a great one.
You know what? I'm gonna create a TikTok about bad bitches,
about bad bitches,
Google spreadsheets, and budgeting. All right, just you watch.
I can't wait for that. Where you gonna pull out your fucking butterfly knife while you're typing on the Google spreadsheet?
Let me just put on my really big moves.
Bitch.
My nails, clickety, clickety, clickety.
With your long nails. All right, real quick, because we only have a couple more minutes left.
Yeah.
We had someone get in our comments on TikTok at TABPOD a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say who this person was because he didn't actually help me in any way. He just kind of talked some shit and left. But he dropped Barnoplex into the comments.
Okay.
And I was hoping that you knew what Barnoplex was because it's supposed to be a Houston thing. And I know you're in the Dallas and the Dallases are going against the Houstons and it's a whole thing. But like, I was hoping you would know because I Googled it and it kept saying like it's used in these lyrics and this is how you would use it. But there wasn't any actual meaning of what the fuck it was.
Like Urban Dictionary didn't have anything?
I don't think so. I'd have to go back and see, but I don't think so.
I had no idea.
Oh man, because I said to this man, I was like, "Hey, yo, Google's not giving me anything." He's like, "Well, it popped up in my mentions or my meanings or whatever." I was like, "That doesn't help me. Send a link." God damn it!
Because you're an elder millennial.
Well, also no, because here's the thing: is that this dude, I'm guessing, is somewhere in the Texas area,
Oh, okay.
right? Anywhere in the Texas area, and I'm in the Nevada area. So our Googles are not the same for the areas. My cookies are different cookies than his cookies.
I didn't know that's how cookies work, but I thought it was all of our Googles are kind of the same Google.
Oh, why do you think? Oh my God, Judy. Why do you think? No, don't give me this.
I don't know.
I'm trying to tell you, but you just. Why do you think that people say Google is listening, right? It's because, and why do you think we always have to accept cookies? That's how they collect the information on us.
Okay, that makes sense. You're right.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Now that I think about exactly what I've been doing.
Okay, never mind. Sometimes I don't even click accept cookies. I just put them to contact.
Right. And then you're like, wait, why the fuck can't I get on this site? Why is it not working right?
Exactly. Yeah, you're stupid. Anyways.
Wow. That was mean.
No, I was talking to like myself and cookies. It's dumb.
Well, either way, it's mean. Don't be mean to you. Don't be mean to me. No mean. I'm glad that I was able to tell you. See, how is it that you made me feel so shitty about being on the internet? Yeah, I mean, not you personally, just like because I didn't know the Google folder. And now just like, you don't know what a fucking cookie is. You're like, oh, what, chocolate chip? Huh? Fucking oatmeal raisin?
Fucking snickerdoodle? Like, what?
Can't have snickerdoodles. Can't have cinnamon in the house. Oh, man. Alex is allergic to cinnamon. Can't do it.
Oh, I know. Oh, damn. Snickerdoodle is so good.
All right. Somebody out there, please tell me what the fuck Barnoplex is. Like, explain it.
Okay. Maybe I'll ask one of my husband's students or something. They might know.
Hey, young man.
Young man.
Como se dice Barnoplex?
Why did you have to say it in Spanish?
Because what does that mean? How do you say? Oh, wait, I guess it's how do you say, not what does it mean. See, this is why you never let me speak another language. And yet, I'm the one who knows the most Spanish in this household. True story.
Stop.
What?
I think that needs to be a story for our next episode because
if you remember, because if you remember,
I'll text it to you.
I know the most Spanish in the house. Just remember that. All right, that will do it for this week's episode, show, podcast of A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Thank you guys so much for spending the last hour and 15-ish minutes with us. We appreciate you. Please make sure to check us out on all of the audio platforms: Spotify, Google, Apple. Yeah.
That's it.
Also TikTok. Just go to TikTok. Follow us on
TikTok.
We want you on TikTok.
They're fun.
All right. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.